morning. It is 5:30 in the morning and it is time to get ready and head out for my first double-digit run since April. Oh, I definitely still have a pimple patch on. Nice. I've got a 10-mile run this morning and I thought it would be fun just to kind of bring y'all along on everything I'm doing before I head out and then bring y'all along for the run as well. I used to be very in my routine of waking up at like 5 or 5:30 for early morning runs, and I feel like I haven't done that in such a long time, so it was definitely a struggle to wake up this morning. I think we went to bed around like 10 o'clock last night. I'm pretty nervous for the run just because I had 8 miles last weekend and honestly it did not go well at all. It was just like I felt like my legs weighed 1,000 pounds. So the theme for today and really for all my long runs is just slow and steady, so no pressure to go out and run a certain time. I'm really just gonna go and get 10 miles done. I don't know if anyone else is like this, but when I go to bed, I am like so cold. So that's why I'm wearing this sweatshirt. And then by the time I wake up, I am like overheating. So I'm gonna go ahead and change and I'll be right back. It's still super humid outside, and hot too. So I'm just wearing this Outdoor Voices sports bra, and then if you can tell, these Free People shorts. I really like the shorts. I really like them. I'd kind of forgotten about them and then just like rediscovered them in my drawer that is overflowing. I really need to go through it. I love them. I feel like they don't like ride up or anything. The only thing is that they're like not as moisture wicking as some of my other running shorts are. So by the end of this run, they will be absolutely soaked, like in an uncomfortable way. So I probably couldn't do more than like 10 miles in them just because they get so soaked with my sweat. But I am excited to wear them because I do really like them. So for breakfast for a run like this, I would typically do like toast, banana, peanut butter, and honey. Except for I did not plan ahead, so I don't have any of those things. So I think we have some oatmeal that might be good. I'm gonna have these overnight oats. Sometimes they kind of hurt my stomach, so I'm a little bit nervous, but I've still got like 30, 40 minutes before we head out. So I'm gonna have this, and then I really need to like be more on top of it. I feel like it's just been such a long time since I've been like doing regular long grinds, so I have enough fuel for the run for sure. I just like start to fly through them now. Like now that I'm running for over an hour during the week, a couple days too, I just start to like eat a lot more fuel than I have been and just fly through it. So I've got the fuel for the run, but depending on how this makes me feel, or if I feel like I need some more, I might eat like a honey stinger waffle or a bag of the chews just before I head out as well. The oatmeal was actually very good. I hadn't had that flavor yet. It was vanilla bean. Honestly, I think it was my favorite out of any of them. The other ones are really good too, but I just like that it wasn't like, I don't know, some of the other flavors are just like overly powerful. I don't know what word I'm trying to think of. It's 6 a.m. and I'm tired, but it was really good. I do still think I'm going to eat like a pack, like a gel or something before just to have some more calories in me, because I think that's what the problem has been the past few other runs, is just that I haven't eaten enough. I'm putting on my shoes. I wanted to show you all the shoes I've been running in. I've been running in this specific style, not this pair, but the specific style since last December. So it's the Adidas Adizero Boston 12s, and I love them. This is the like specific pair from the Boston Marathon, which was so sweet. Adidas gave them or gifted them to me that weekend, which truly was so kind. But I had been wearing my other pair, and I up until like a couple weeks ago, and then I just switched into these because I think the other ones I was getting close potentially to having like too many miles on them. I wasn't sure. I would need to go back and like really think about how much mileage I put on them. But I know I put a ton of mileage on them back in December. So went ahead and switched to these. I really like them. They are super lightweight. They are great for easy runs, medium to long runs, short runs too. I don't do like speed work or anything like that in them, but I really, really like them. A little before 6:30 now, so we're about to head out. Dom is coming with me for the first few miles. I think it's like almost light right now, but
always helps to have company, especially at the beginning, just as I'm getting started. So I'm excited to have him with me, and he's just riding along on his bike. But I wanted to talk y'all through some of the other like gear that I usually have for every single run. So these first ones, if you follow me on any platform, you've probably seen me running with Shox, but I really like these. These are the newest style, so they're the Open Run Pro 2, and I think they have the best audio out of any of them. But if you've never run in Shox, they like lay right outside of your ear, so you can still pay attention to everything going on around you, which I really like and think is important, especially because I'm not really running on roads that much, but I'm running on a trail that is very populated with a bunch of bicyclists, so it's always good to hear them coming from behind you. Then I'm also going to bring, I think I'm going to bring 3 gels with me, with the expectation that I'll take them at mile 3, mile 6, and at mile 9 again if I need it. So I'm gonna bring, these are Humagels. I love them. They are very sweet, so if you are someone who doesn't really like really sweet foods, then you might not like these, but they have chia seeds in them. And yeah, I feel like they taste like genuinely so good. I look forward to having them. So I think I'm gonna bring 1 mango, 1 strawberry, and then I'll bring 1 with caffeine, I think, for the first gel that I'll have. So I'll bring this raspberry one, which has caffeine. So these will be the 3 gels that I have with me. I seriously love them so much. I like fly through them. And then I'm gonna put my Spy Belt on, and I have like a pepper spray or like pepper gel as well. So I don't know if you can see, but you can kind of pick where you want. Obviously, you can pick where you want your Spy Belt to be. Some people run with the pouch in the back. I like running with it in the front. It just like doesn't bounce that way for me, and I keep my phone right there. So I just put my phone in here, and then I loop the pepper spray in the back. Can never be too sure. I think that is it. Dom is filling up my hydration pack. You probably heard the water being poured into that, so I'll show y'all the hydration vest. I might do a quick like run through after my run once I'm back and showered. I might just kind of quickly talk through the different packs that I have. I realized in my Instagram post yesterday, I posted like a carousel, and in all the photos I had 3, I like was wearing my 3 different packs, and so I thought I would just kind of like chat through the different ones that I have. I'm actually wearing one that I haven't worn in quite some time. It's my favorite out of them, but it started leaking, so we've replaced like the bladder and all of that, so hopefully I don't have any leaking issues. And yeah, I will show that to y'all in a second. Oh my gosh, it's also just in general been so long since I've worn a hydration vest. I've been using my handheld for my runs that were like anywhere from 6 to 8 because I could last like right up until that point without needing more water. But at this point, I'm like, you know, I don't want to have to be like conservative with the water that I'm drinking. So it is hydration vest time. I will say this, because we switched the bladder and the straw, my other one, like the original one, had a magnetic clip that would clip onto this, and this doesn't have it. So I'm going to have to figure out how to finagle the straw so that it's not like flapping around. I feel like it's not going to stay like that. That looks weird. Oh, like under there?
Yeah, whenever you're done, you can sit there. That'll stay.
I'm gonna stick my gels just up here in the front. This is the Osprey Dyna 1.5, so it holds 1.5 liters, milliliters? Liters. 1.5 liters of water. 6:30, so it is time to head out on the run, and I'll see you out there. Here we go.
Cinematic.
Almost at 1.5. I've been listening to a podcast, but the episode is about to end, so might try and just run without anything for a mile or 2. It's been a minute since I've done that, and I really feel like it's good, like, mental training, and then I'll probably listen to music for like the last hour or so. I just hit mile 3, so I'm taking my first gel. I'm taking the caffeinated raspberry. Yeah, I showed y'all this earlier. I'm honestly not that hungry, but I know I need to stay on track with my fuel. Just hit mile 5, so I'm halfway there. I ran into a couple girls who recognized me from Instagram. They were so cute, they were so sweet. Definitely made my run and like motivated me to keep going. But I always love running into y'all on the trail, so if you ever see me, definitely say hi. Still feeling really good, legs are feeling good. I think I'm gonna switch over to music soon just to give me a push for the rest 5 miles. There's no spot on me where I can rub the sweat off of my camera, but I'm stopping it to stretch my calf for a little bit. I can kind of feel my heel starting to like act up a bit, so usually stopping to stretch my calf for a little bit helps, but I'm gonna see if I can shake that feeling. But I'm at 8.5 right now, so I only have 1.5 miles left. I don't know what it is, and I need to talk to my coach about it, but the past few runs I've just been getting like super nauseous and my stomach's been getting really upset near the end of my runs. So like last week it was at 6, the week before it was at like 7, the last mile, and my stomach is really hurting right now. It starts with like feeling kind of like cramps, like the uncomfortable period cramps, but now it just feels like, so it is not pleasant. I've got a little over 1/2 mile left, so probably just going to walk, jog my way, hopefully jog the whole thing, but pretty slow. Woo, did it! That went so much better than I was expecting it to, so I'm really grateful for that. I will recap the whole run and just how I felt and all that good stuff once I get inside and have gone to the bathroom, gotten some electrolytes, and just showered and everything. I'm literally drenched, and it is like, it doesn't bother me when I'm running, obviously, but afterwards, once I'm not, and I just like feel it sitting on my body, it starts to like really like give me the ick. I'm giving myself the ick, so I need to go shower. But yeah, it went so much better than I was expecting, so I am really grateful for that. This is really not that great of an angle with the blown out window right there, but I'm waiting on, if you've heard my resets, then you're probably gonna be like, Molly, but I'm waiting on my DoorDash order to get here for lunch. Oops, I feel like I deserve it, right? I just ran 10 miles. I'm like, I deserve that treat, and I don't want to drive all the way downtown to get my favorite sandwich. It's actually what I DoorDashed last weekend too. Anyways, I'm waiting for that and finally feeling alive again. I had some serious stomach issues after my run, and yeah, I'm starting to feel a little bit better now. Like I mentioned in the clip, I don't know what it is. I've just been feeling like near the end of my runs, just been getting nauseous, and it is really not pleasant. And then by the time I'm like back home or have like finished, then I feel like after all like the jostling is done, and then it like settles in that my stomach actually really hurts, and then I'm like stuck on the toilet. So TMI, sorry, but I know if you're watching this, you're likely a runner, so you get it. But yeah, so I've been having stomach problems all morning, and the biggest issue I feel like with that, like, I mean, there's a lot of issues with that, but it's been stopping me from eating like right after the run. So really it's almost 1:30 right now, and I'm like just now hungry. I couldn't drink. Dom had made me a smoothie, and I just like could only have a few sips because my stomach was just hurting so badly. So I messaged my coach and just like mentioned it because I hadn't mentioned it before, but since it happened again today, I was like, I should probably say something, because so much of what training is, especially for an ultra, is like training your stomach too. So I don't know if it's the gels. I really don't think it is, because I've been having human gels for years now, and the reason I mean I like them so much because of the taste, but one of the things I always said about it was that they're so gentle on my stomach. So I mean, I guess things could always change. Like I guess like my stomach, something could start making my stomach act up. But anyways, that is that. So that's why I kind of fell off the face of the planet. But overall, minus these stomach issues, that run went really well. I'm honestly like so pleasantly surprised. I was pretty nervous just because I was like, gosh, like I do not want another run where I'm just like struggling through it. I feel like that's what the past few long runs have been like, and they just like have not been enjoyable. And that is like a lot of what running is. You're gonna have some really sucky runs, and then you're gonna have some great ones. So I'm just super thankful that I felt really good. I felt really strong. I also really enjoyed breaking it up with like the podcast at the beginning and then the music at the end. When I get to a point, which I'm not there yet because I'm only running 20 miles a week, but when I get to a point where I'm like running so much, I just cannot do music every single run. Like I get so bored. So once I get a little bit further in my training, I probably won't even listen to music during my weekly runs. So that is something I can look forward to during the Saturday runs. But yeah, I felt really strong. I did not focus on my pace. I don't even think I looked at my watch like during my run. I had no idea what pace I was running at, and that definitely helped, as well as getting out early. Because Dom went with me and biked with me for the first bit, I was able to start a little bit earlier than I maybe would have if he wasn't there, just because I really don't feel comfortable unless it is like the sun is up, and the sun was definitely like coming up as we ran that first mile. And even like the last mile, like miles 9 to 10, I was like, okay, yeah, if I had been out here for any longer, like I was already drenched in sweat, and it just would have been a lot worse if the sun had been like fully up. So definitely the cooler weather helped a lot too, which makes me excited for some hopefully cooler weather right around the corner here. And then I know I had mentioned kind of talking through my vest. I feel like this has been a very chatty vlog already, so I'm just gonna go ahead and end it here. If you're interested in me like comparing my 3 vests, or even just like briefly talking about the 3 that I have, I'm more than happy to do that in a future video. I mentioned I ran with the Osprey Dyna 1.5. It was the first vest that I got. I genuinely love it. The last like bladder I had in it had started leaking, and I also needed a new one anyways for the 50 miler, just because I wanted a bigger pack. But I like seriously love this pack, the one I specifically ran with for training runs, and I feel like it like fits the best, it's most comfortable, and because I don't need to pack like a ton of things like I did for the 50 miler, it's the perfect size. But yeah, let me know if you want me just to quickly chat through the different vests that I have. And yeah, let me know also if you enjoyed this vlog. I know I usually just do like shorter bits of my runs. I know those are like incorporated into my other like week in the life or day in the life vlogs, but let me know if you liked a vlog like fully dedicated to the run and just like seeing all of that, because I would love to do more like this. Like I had so much fun out there filming it and like beforehand too. So let me know if this is something you would like to see more of, and just like what your thoughts are. But thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.